Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hangout Podcast.
What I can tell you, never go nothing with this.
Welcome to yet another episode of Hangout Podcast, episode number 13. Today, Renale, our leader, our fighter. Should we say a fighter?
That's fine.
So, our podcast is more about entertainment and educating. Now, this episode, I think it will be based on education. And yeah, let's just get inside. Today we have, okay, I can go motivation. Yeah, na self with motivation or yeah, na mang utumile kain. Greetings, my leader.
Greetings, leader.
Yeah. Baba sa utsibe go leader bagare ke mang? Cause na nga no ria utsibe but Baba sa utsibe go bagare this fighter ke mang?
Yeah. No, my name is Nicholas Tshetlo, and most of the people I'm passionately known as leader. And most of the people they're calling me that because that's how I address people.
Yes.
And in return, that will also be their response
Yes.
to say leader. So that's the common way of greeting my comrades.
So udumile ka fighting rights udumile ka king ntse o dira gore batho ba feletse ba re my leader or it's just the greetings in general.
No, honestly, it's not just a greeting. There's a content to that.
Okay.
I will say this struggle.
Yeah.
It's there in our establishment, but it depends on individual as to how do you handle cases.
Yes.
And if you fight for your fellow comrades,
Yeah.
obviously there will be a way that they respect you. So from where I come from, this is where the name comes from, and it continues here where I am, and then it happened that even here I become the leader of the people, and they continue using that name. But what I can tell you is that we have achieved a lot from where we come from, in terms of helping our own brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Just a quick one to that one. I would say we managed to permanent about plus minus 700 employees.
Yeah.
From where I come from. When we came to this other new establishment, then for now about 51 employees were permanently employed.
Yeah.
But I'm just giving you that
For you to be called a leader.
Yeah, I'm just quoting the something that is beneficial to us. You know, if you are a temporary employee and then it happened that you are permanently employed, that on its own it means a lot. It changes your lifestyle. So I'm mentioning that because of that is the turning around of each and every individual.
True. So the moment you guys achieving all those things, what was your title?
No, I was a shift steward.
You was a
Even now, I'm still a shift steward, but I was where I come from. I was a salaried shift steward. But initially, I started as a part-time shift steward. Due to development and growth in the company, then I moved to management positions. But even when I was still there, there was a demand to say we still need your services, and we felt that you can continue with that. Initially, our company did not agree to that. to say if you're part of management, then you have to be on a shop steward position. But we fight for it until such time they agree to it. When we came to Tyson Mate, the same principle, the same argument came in, but we clarified them because of already we know what we were gonna tell them.
Okay. So ba bang ba tla re like o shop steward na, then shop steward which union?
Numsa.
You are fully
Numsa, and remember, Numsa is one of the trade union that has been expelled from COSATU. And the reason behind that, it's a simple reason that Numsa wanted to extend their scope and assist other people who were not organized, and be involved in other sectors that were not directly involved with them. They were not dealing with them, but they wanted to extend their scope. But based on that, COSATU took a decision to dismiss Numsa, and Numsa had to gather all these other trade unions to form another federation, which is SAFTU. The establishment of SAFTU started after the expulsion of Numsa from COSATU.
yeah.
That was in 2014.
Mike sure. I get the whole.
Yeah, that was November 2014.
Yeah, I don't recall the year, but I was part of the leadership that was there to form the federation. Numsa went there with plus minus 700 delegates when we started this new federation called SAFTU. SAFTU emerged to be the most powerful and strong federation over COSATU, where the time when it was established.
So for no question. Okay. So for batho ba bang, because now like what I'm doing kore ke tlo bolela as a people's voice.
Yeah.
Ntwe ke bona e diragala and ntwe ke kwa mo di strateng e diragala. It's like batho ba bolela this I don't know, is a bad word, yeah, Numsa or whatsoever, to a point more but Numsa is fake. Numsa is using other people like money. Numsa is eating cakes. By the meaning of eating cakes, they just mean bribery and stuff like that. So what's your take on people who are spreading like those words? And I don't know if I should mention the company that I've just heard that Numsa was kicked out of the company because of ill treatment to their members, or I should say not delivering their services. What's your take on that? Because I think a one word of mouth can spread and destroy like a thing that was built 100 years ago. So what's your take on that rumor? I don't know, is a true thing that you guys eat cakes or or what? But what's your take on that one?
Well, I want to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Numsa, it's run by people, and the very same people, they do have mistakes.
Yeah.
It will be wrong of me to say Numsa is perfect, and what we are saying, it might be true, it might not be true.
True.
But in terms of character, we are not the same.
Yeah.
The issue of leadership in Numsa, we have discussed it in our local shop stewards councils.
Yeah.
To say there's a challenge in terms of leadership. There's a challenge in terms of service in Numsa. Not the service from shop steward, the service from local organizers, the service from regional organizers,
Yeah.
as far as the national structure. So at some stage, I would say Numsa is like any organization that will encounter any challenges. So what you are saying, it's possible. It's possible that it's true that other people felt that Numsa is not giving them the service that is required, and it's very painful that members are paying subscriptions and then
Every month.
they don't receive service.
Yeah.
So I won't shy away from the fact that yes, there is this element of shop stewards that are not doing their job. There are these local organizers that are not doing their job,
Yeah.
and we need to face the truth and tell the people the truth to say in some areas we do lack. But in a nutshell, Numsa is doing well. Numsa is fighting for workers. Numsa is taking the issues of the workers seriously to an extent that it will push a matter to the highest level or the highest hierarchy of justice in this country. So that's how serious Numsa is. So I will advise members there who are not members of any trade union to join the trade union so that you can be protected in your workplace. So that those people can be able to represent you in CCMA and resolution councils as far as the High Court.
Okay, so there's a shop steward. Then the shop steward is more like, oh, there's a shop steward. Then above shop steward, there's a
We've got local organizers. Then and then there's a structure. On local structure, we've got local shop steward committee, whereby these local organizers work together with the local committee, and thereafter then we've got the regional structure, and after the regional structure then we've got the national structure.
okay, because you know what, why I asked you this question is because there are some companies there. Okay, some people they'll start watching this episode. There are some people who are struggling now, but they don't know where to start. They don't have a union in their companies, or yeah, let me just say their companies. So they don't know like where do we start for us to have a union in our company.
Okay. First of all, an employee has to be a member of a union first before the union can come in to say we have membership in this company. Meaning that members need to go out and look for membership forms. After receiving the membership forms, they issue those membership forms to the workers. The workers fill those membership forms and return it back to whoever that gave them that membership form. Until such time their membership form is captured into the system, then the local office will notify the company to say we've got so X members in your company who are our members, therefore will come there and negotiate on their behalf. And that's how the process started. So for you to get a membership, you can get it from any Numsa member, any shop steward, any local organizer, or you can even download the membership form on the system. If you go onto the system, Numsa membership, it will appear on your website. You download it, then you give it to your colleagues, and you start engaging with the employer.
Wow. Okay. David, do you have any question?
Yeah. But since Numsa, it subscribed itself to as a monthly standard. So, are you still in alliance with the ACCP as we speak now?
I don't think so. I don't think so. And Numsa doesn't associate itself with the tripartite alliance. The reason being is because of Numsa have their own labor movement. which they have established, and with the belief that that labor movement it will represent workers at large. So unfortunately, it happened that they participated in the previous elections, which did not go well. EPWP, the elections did not go well. So they need to go back to the drawing board and try to find out what went wrong and start to build that movement. But the movement is still there, the organization is still there. It just needs the vibrant young people to come in and rejuvenate that particular organization.
So what,
Hey,
when Numsa released a statement over its last year, I associate Julius Malema and EFF. Why is Alabama statement so according to a point of view?
Like I've said, Numsa they've got their own political movement. So therefore, you might find the policies of EFF and Numsa somehow they do differ. And obviously, if we have differences in terms of the policy, there's no way that we will associate. And not to say in a bad face to say Numsa labor movement does not like EFF at all. But they are saying we will not associate ourselves with EFF.
Okay.
Maybe the manner in which they are doing things, their policies is against some of other policies of this movement. So therefore, if there's a difference, it will be fair for parties to disclose to say we are not in agreement on that one.
Or on that one, because you feel confused because of Numsa is a militant, it's a fanon, they subscribe to fanon.
Yeah.
So here is the party you a believer in Marxist and Leninist. So and then you are not in the same boat. Why? Because the policy they say. Because according to my understanding, Numsa a believer everyone must be equal,
Yes.
which is Marxist.
Yes.
So here is their party, Ayori, Leona, a believer on the same thing.
You see, we
Or
cannot
about endorse this political party.
not necessarily so, but it will be incorrect of us to say when parties have the same policy point, therefore we can work together. A policy comprises of a lot of elements, a lot of issues. The approach, the leadership, the structuring of the organization. You might find there is a clash on them. So that's why I'm saying it is fair for parties to declare the differences, because of if now I know that myself and you, we have differences, we are not similar in terms of character, and then we cannot work together based on that. But simply because of public, then we force ourselves to. That has been tried and tested with other political parties. Your DA has tried to collide with EFF, and now this other coalition, DA is in coalition with Freedom Front and Action SA. So, but at the end of the day, does the coalition work out for all parties, or we just enjoy being part of the leadership, whereas people on the ground are suffering? It cannot be right. So that is the reason to say Numsa will not go out and say we are in agreement with what EFF is doing, and at the same time when they have to lead the people, then it become a mess. But you knew about that mess before you even collide with those people. So it will be fair to tell the people the truth, to say no, myself and this person, we cannot work together. We have differences.
But the spokesperson, Pagami,
Mm.
she's always endorsing the EFF on social media, on the internet, on a public platform. I know Horudi on a personal capacity. So can you endorse a when it's personally can you endorse any political party?
Remember, Numsa it's a workers' organization, and in Numsa we have different people who are affiliated to different political parties, and we cannot stop people to affiliate to those political parties because of somehow those political parties they've built them, they've made them who they are. So if someone in Numsa structures or in Numsa national committees is making such a statement, that is his own statement regarding. If you ask me, what is your feeling regarding EFF? I'll expose my feelings towards EFF. But that doesn't mean the whole organization is sharing the same sentiments. So that's the difference. But if you are asking me personally, do you think EFF is the right political movement? I will respond according to my knowledge and according to my understanding with that political party. But bearing in mind that Numsa also have a labor movement that is on.
Yeah, I was a bit lost, but anyway, it's fine. So Numsa like ki union ya mebereko e mefeng or e na le like a specific ke tla reng, a specific yeah.
Yeah, like I've said, initially when Numsa was still under COSATU, or
Yeah.
affiliated under COSATU,
Mm.
it was restricted to say Numsa you will deal with only metal workers, meaning companies that are dealing with metal with metal.
Mm.
Then it comes to a point that other sectors they request the services of Numsa, but Numsa could not extend the scope because of that restriction. To say Numsa you are a metal worker organization, so therefore you need to deal with the metal worker companies. They wrote to COSATU to say we want to expand our scope to service the likes of SAA, to service the food sector, to service the public sector, and so forth. Then COSATU, instead of considering that point, they've decided that Numsa is participating in the federation, and by so doing is going to cause a conflict to other trade unions. Because now if Numsa will go to this sector and that sector, they believe that will cause a confusion. But they had a plan as to how to do that. Unfortunately, Numsa was expelled from COSATU for that. So now as we speak, Numsa is exercising its rights. They've expanded their scope. That is why you can see Numsa at SAA, you can see Numsa in food sector, you can see Numsa in public service. So Numsa is everywhere, it's operating everywhere. Everywhere you want to call Numsa is there to service you.
Everywhere.
Wasn't doing with the against watching Tshetlo. We ran under with them, because Numsa is busy. It's a GP now. We ran.
The strike was interdicted today.
Yeah.
And Numsa have called all their members to go back to their working areas until such time they challenge the interdict. Remember, when the strike is interdicted, it means you have to stop that activity and back to their normal operation. And that's what Numsa has done. They've issued a statement to say, will inform you if the strike continue through the media, and then we'll take it from there.
So interdicting a strike, it's a right.
The employers got the right to do that as much as the workers they've got the right to strike. And this strike, it was a legal strike. There was a certificate that was issued to say parties are not in agreement. Therefore, workers can go out and exercise their right.
So ke ntho e ka dira gore like ke interdict like ke eng dilo tse lo like di ka dira gore strike se interdictiwe ka mokgwa nka bolela ka one ke more like a new offer is being put on the table or ke di-changes tse di diregetšego or tseo di ka diragalago to a point gore re okay a re emenyana ka strike seo.
Interdict is to disturb the strike or to stop the strike. That is the intention of the interdict. But interdict doesn't mean there's an offer. If there's an offer, parties will converge, the leadership will converge with management and discuss as to what is the offer on the table. And that particular offer will be taken to workers, and they will indicate whether they agree to the offer or not. But in this instance, when an interdict is issued, it means the strike will stop until such time parties has to go back to court and deal with that particular issue. But the main aim of interdict is to stop the strike.
Stop the strike.
Mara, only layman. But the Bushor Mara, we are land consider applying the release certificate of strike. All of a sudden, court interdict the strike. King, like a layman, I'll go higher.
Yeah.
We writing, interdict the strike. They tell the union, I have followed the right procedure or in the statistics to them.
No. Once we say the strike is being interdicted, that means the correct procedure has been followed. To say these people will go on strike. But if the strike is illegal, employer will take a decision towards those workers who are participating in illegal strike. That will be a matter between the employer and the employees. But once we talk about the interdiction of the strike, it means with the pack of the employer, there will be that certificate of a strike to say we grant you a strike. In their pack to court, they will put it in there and give their reasons why this strike has to be interdicted. So it means once there is an interdiction, it means the strike is illegal. The strike is legal. But if the strike is illegal, it's a matter between the employer and the employee. The employer will exercise his right. Maybe, for instance, he will say, I'll dismiss these people or I'll give them final returns. That's between two parties.
On that illegal strike, the whole company, company employer the whole people. It's possible. Since we're not experienced how it's a lot of
Other arrogant employers, they will go that route, but with a plan. But in our sector, to be honest with you, it's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing to do because it carries a lot of things in that process. To have an experienced employee is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
Even the people that you are giving them service, your clients, they won't agree to you to start a company from scratch because of they know the impact. What will be the impact? So it's not an easy thing. That one, it will be the last resort. But there will be engagement between parties. The sector that we are in, the workers or the employees, they carry certain skills, of which that skills it take time for someone to gain.
So, ever since like Ule shop steward, I can tell that you've been a shop steward like for years now. Getting the challenges lower like Ogare, you know what? Ke gahlane le the challenges like the challenges lower like look o gahlane le tsona ka moka. What's that challenge that e kilego ya anya go re or you know what? I can resign. I will not get lucky.
Yeah,
As a
no,
leader.
yeah, there are a lot of challenges, and it carries the character of an individual, whether he knows and understands this role. There were a lot of challenges. I'm built of challenges, as we speak. So for now, if you tell me that which challenges was the worst, or which challenges, because of there were many worst challenges that I came. But I can give a typical example.
Yeah.
A challenge where your own member, will stand against you towards the employer. Your own member that you have
fighting.
represented for before, you will be on the side of the employer as a witness against you. So those are the things that we come across. Your own members fighting you for things that are not beneficial to the organization. Your own members failing to see the great thing that you've done for the organization, the great thing that you have done for them. They forget easily. And they tend to listen to very petty issues which are not taking them anywhere, which are not taking the organization anywhere. So that is a very serious challenge that will make you decide otherwise. But because of experience, where I come from, we managed to overcome these things. Even other people will be surprised to say, but if it was me, I won't even waste any time to stay. Remember, being a shop steward, there's no financial benefits. There's no financial benefits being a shop steward. The only benefits that shop steward will gain, it will be the benefits that are coming from the company. For instance, if it's a company that is manufacturing cars, maybe they will say shop stewards, they can use these cars, and normal benefits of using the company phone and but financially to say this will change my lifestyle. No, as a shop steward, there's no such a benefit unless you are a full-time shop steward and your package is negotiable.
So, because since we're not about one industry, Salo kopana le employer patrol like of around England.
Yeah, Aurora Zanga wa temptega nya. Revija Black Forest the cake.
You know, sometimes it's up to an individual as to what are his principles and what is he in for. They've tried before to calm me down with lot of things. They've tried to put attractive things, material things in front of me to say, but these are the things that can assist you. But because you are in there for a certain cause, remember, a black person in most cases is exploited.
Yeah.
And once a black person is exploited, then it means that there is suffering. And once a black person suffer, it affects a lot of people. Because we know very well that a payment of a brother, it accommodates a lot of people in the family. If you are working as a black person, you don't work for yourself.
but you work for a certain group of people. There are a lot of people that depend on you directly or indirectly. So now, if I have to sell the soul of those innocent people to the capitalists, I will cause a very serious damage to their lives. The offer at some stage where I come from, it used to come, but in certain angles, but I rejected it. I rejected it, and that is why some other people will ask themselves to say, but we know some leaders who have taken some offers and their lives have changed through this leadership. But why this leader is not doing it? Because of if you do that, you'll be killing your own brothers who are struggling. And that cannot be allowed. That is not the right thing to do. You need to have self-conscious when you take certain decisions. Because of those decisions, they are going to affect most of the South Africans. Those who are working in that establishment and people who are working outside but benefiting from the workers of that particular company. So we need to be very careful when you take certain decisions.
Mara all you are socialist. Yours is for generational vision. Our level now or level of generation outside.
Yeah, cause wa bolela hore a ka se tenaganelane noši ga o napile bana ba le ba bangwe ba yeah so
So you go atanga wa kopana le a very rhetoric employer Moyori. He or she is denying everything towards the economy. Atanga wa kopana le ona ntho.
I've met a lot of employers who are arrogant. But the employer where I am now, I would say is the West. Because of I've never seen something like that.
mm,
It's very disturbing that even if you're an employer and then you are a foreign national, then you come to South Africa and disregard the rules, the laws of this country. We are a legislature nation. We are governed by policies, we are governed by rules, we are governed by laws. So it cannot be right that people coming from outside the country, coming in here, they want their policies or their laws to supersede the laws of our country. It cannot be right. We cannot stand and sit and relax simply because of we are working for that particular company and enjoy the benefits of saying at least I'm working and allow these people to do as they wish in our own country. We need to fight it. We need to fight it very hard, and they need to understand that they are not here to set the rules, but they're here to abide by the rules of this country.
So mara
re sa bonala ga botse mo o botse di-question okay.
So but ni ona hana re ke eng ntho e dira hore those employers or that employer abe that arrogant. Ona no ra ka ba le political connection it's but simply ona hana wena ko ona na re ka be le e gara abe arrogant to the extent hore melao ya South Africa abai kere ko ona na re ka be le without racism or
Yeah, there might be a lot of elements. You know, if somebody is whispering wrong information into your ears, and you believe that this person is
right.
on the right and he knows the law, obviously you are going to listen to that person. But the problem is when you hit the wall, will that person be there for you? Is that person your friend? Is that person working you on daily basis? So we are asking for a simple thing to say, it's better if we build a trust among ourselves in an establishment, other than you trying to build a relationship with someone who's not working for you. The company that you are working for, it has people who got experience, who's got knowledge. Why don't you take the advice of those people?
why do you hire these people in the first place if you don't believe in them?
Yeah.
You cannot hire experts who are specializing in certain areas and disregard those people. At the same time, you are paying these people. So why did you hire them in the first place? So it becomes disturbing that at some stage, if you are used to ill treat people, misuse of power, if you are used to those things, what I'm talking about, you won't be able to see. But if you are clever and you want to build a relationship with your employees, if you want to build a company, you need to start listening to workers from your company.
True. Hey, yeah. Enough about depressing stuff. So we are about to approach the vote. Okay. Oh, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share this Hangout podcast with our leader today, tonight actually. Yeah. So we are about to approach. Kan re vote ka di kae? Yeah. Night level mathomo ke vote mo phelong jwa. So ke a tshepa le wena o tla bo o vote. Actually registering.
Yeah, that's correct. I will vote, but we all know each and everyone's vote is a secret.
Uh,
Well, that's how we've been taught from the beginning of these votes.
But just give us a hint, Nyala. Who are you going with?
Now, I'm going to vote for a party that I believe that is going to take us from where we are moving forward.
EFF. Obvious.
I'm not going to disclose, but I'll vote for a party that I believe is for the people and is a mouthpiece of the people.
But let's just be honest. EFF is the only one, like it's the only party that is moving. It's the only party that hears people. It's the only party that delivers now as we speak.
I will say I agree with you, but I've never said it. So,
Hey,
in a nutshell, I will say, honestly speaking, we have seen the ruling party being in existence in this country for quite a long time, and the types of the leaderships changing along the way. The type of government changing along the way, and that is because of the leadership that was present. I don't believe that people should be struggling in South Africa.
True.
I don't believe that we should be at the stage where we are in South Africa, especially load shedding.
Junk status.
I mean, South Africa is a rich country, a very rich country,
full of minerals.
So I'm failing to understand why are we struggling with a very simple infrastructure of electricity. Why are you failing on that? Whereas we've got resources, the resources are in our hands. So why are we struggling to do that? So I don't. This thing of load shedding, I don't believe it to say we've got a problem.
It's a man-made.
This is a man-made. It's deliberate. This is deliberate, and there are some people who are benefiting from it.
Yeah.
There are people who are benefiting from that. If Brian Molefe was able to control load shedding, why they are not using the same principle that Brian Molefe was using to continue with this problem of load shedding? Brian Molefe was taken out of Eskom, and then we experienced a very severe load shedding. He was brought back from Eskom. Then the load shedding was closed. So it tells you that there's no load shedding in South Africa. This is a man-made thing, and this is deliberate. So therefore, if we have people who are playing with the emotion of the people,
who are playing with. I mean, this is it carries financial costs in terms of people who've got business. People are losing business. People are struggling in business.
Investors are
because
going.
of this load shedding. So I think it's for personal gain. People are looking at themselves as long as they can enrich themselves, and they are looking at a long term to say, I have to save money for my family for the next coming 50 years, then I know that my family will be fine. But at the same time, the poor people that have voted for you, they're struggling, they're fighting for their rights. So it cannot be right that for so many years we've been lied for, and you continue believing in those lies and continue voting for liars, continue voting for criminals, continue voting for looters. It cannot be right. Why don't we change leadership and see if other political party can do better than them? If they're failing us, then we change. But the simple principle is that if you are not working for me, then we have to change. We have to change.
A good dancer.
No,
Yeah. So obvious, like I think but asa like straightly. But do you think we will have a peaceful election? No, I don't think so.
Okay. For me, I think we'll have a peaceful election, but we'll have a lot of reported incidents of fraudulent votes and so forth. Remember, it's not easy to bring down a person who was in power.
Used to.
Person who's in power has got money and will use all the resources that is before him to make sure that he maintain that power. So it won't be easy. The easiest way to remove someone that believes that he's got power is to work the ground, is for ordinary South Africans to do the right things. If ordinary South Africans are doing the right thing and voting for the right political party, that cannot be changed. But now, if we have people who still believe that the situation that we are in is going to change, then we are facing problems. We are facing problems, and people need to change their mindset. It's not easy to convince people to say, "Look, this is not working for us." Some of the people are benefiting, but the benefit that they're getting from this it's nothing but just a drop in an ocean. But there are people who are benefiting in this whole thing, and such people will fight very hard to lose that power. This whole thing is all about power. It's all about power.
Yeah.
So, apa ko bona last niya na kumapin ni kumaman. Diba mo tumo ora tawa na tawa kumat. Numsa iyo go tusha.
Sharp.
Ero iyo go tusha bar ko ma. Pravin ko dano rapag.
Apagini bag. Ayo
mo trilling kawan. So, kya o goro wala ya ka. Pag mara pragi haun hanore government will they still believe in the current government is because of education system. What's your take on the education system? What's your take on it?
It's our education system has deteriorated. The quality of education of our country has gone down. I'm not condoning the issue of corporal punishment, but out of that system has built us. Has built most of the very same leaders who are in government. They've been built by that system. But when it comes to that, they came with a structure that is destroying our kids. As we speak now, in South Africa, you will find a grade 4 who cannot write his name in this country. Because of they've introduced a system that is pushing kids
to finish their schooling. That system is just pushing. They are saying you cannot fail twice in a class.
Mm.
You have to move because of looking at your age. But at the same time, that thing is killing you. You end up now finishing your grade 12 with the mindset of a grade 6.
Right,
With the qualities of a grade 6. But because the system is pushing you to say you cannot stay here for more than 2 years, you have to move. You must be promoted. It's a must. Looking at South Africans to say, no, we cannot have a South African who's got 22 years still at school. But if that is helping you as an individual, is building your character, it will help you in future. Why not? Why not? We are comparing ourselves with developed countries, whereas our country is still in the process of development. So it becomes challenge. We are trying to match them, but at the end of the day, that match is not working for us. We need to go back to the drawing system to say, our education system, let's take out things that are not working for us. Let's take out things that are not beneficial to our kids, that are not beneficial to our education system. Let's introduce subjects that are relevant to South Africans, that will create jobs for them. Not subjects that are done for the sake of they are part of the curriculum. Then it becomes a problem because of at the end of the day, that particular subject, you are doing it, you are excelling it, but it's not going to help you with anything. It's just a subject, you have excelled, you have obtained a symbol on that subject, but in your entire career, there's no way that subject is helping you. So why are we continuing with that system? So we need to go back and check where things goes wrong. The passing rate, very ridiculous. We're still hanging around. I think it's 40 or 30 something. They can even go to 30 something. We're no longer interested in knowing a lot of things in our education system because of everything in there. It's just a mess. It's a seriousness. So unfortunately, our kids, they will have to grow in this system, but there's only one way out. Is to vote the right way, to put your cross at the right political party. And we hope that maybe if there's a change, the next coming political party will change all these things.
Because all the curriculum or the Mohalitwan, or younger Mohalitwan, or the fish, so you label a fish.
Guru Palagong wala di homework jawan.
No, oh, I come South of the mineral. I was in the subject there, mineral.
Like, I see natural science.
Don't level of something else. So,
Let's make a cross and make the change that we want. Come South Africa. So let's go and vote, guys. Make sure that well, it's already the registration. Yeah. So like okay, now yes. I got one more vote or obviously like unyaka moto unyaka leader one or party one. Uba. So which leader do you think is going to do good at this coming election?
My leader, I will say any leader that will tell the people the truth. Any leader that will champion the policies of their political party. Do not draft a political policy that is not operational. Just to attract people, just a fancy policy. When it comes to implementation, then you start with stories. We don't want that particular part. Once we are saying you're going to give people service, let it be left. If you're saying you're going to build houses for people, don't change around. You must know that whatever that you've started, you must finish it. So as we speak now,
the policies of many political parties have changed because of initially they were just selling their policies so that they can get attention of South Africans.
So we've seen it, and
That should be a lesson to other political parties to say if you lie to people, this thing it will come back to you. So any political party that has a very powerful policy and that is telling the people the truth and that is in for the people, I'll go for it.
But do you think you will go for it?
Yes.
Oh, ke sana na re botse like you. Ke sa re se re Ramaphosa go lekane ka ena. Even some members are resigning go ANC, and we don't know why. So the youth of what's your take on this new political party working? Yeah, Zuma. Yeah, MK Mkondo Wesizwe.
Well, MKVA, it's ANC structure.
It's ANC structure.
Yes, it's a structure that has been there. Well, we understand that Zuma, he was the chief in command for MK, but at the same time, that does not give Zuma the right to claim ownership of MKVA. So we are confused and we are puzzled as to what Zuma is trying to establish. To be honest with you, I was never in favor of Zuma being the president of this country from
the get-go,
because of the beliefs that Zuma, the Afrocentric mentality behind Zuma, it brings a lot of questions to me to say, does this person does he has the qualities to be the president? But the answers to me was very clear to say, no, this is not the right president for the country, and this person is going to cause problems for this country. But that was allowed, and then problems started. And then problems started with Zuma because of they removing him from
president,
from his position before he can even conclude his term. And that on itself it tells you that there was some challenges that there are problems. The very same Zuma now is coming back to the ANC
to dismantle them.
Is dividing the ANC into two. That it's a good thing for other political parties. It's an opportunity because of Zuma is opening a gap in the ANC. The very same ANC that was protecting Zuma to say hands off Mcholos. And now the very same Zuma is biting the ANC and it's causing a serious harm. It's causing a very serious harm to the ANC. So I've never believed in Zuma. I've never believed in what he's doing, the manner in which he does things, and all that. What I respect about Zuma is that he's the one who built the KwaZulu-Natal membership. Remember the time when KwaZulu-Natal IFP was indominant. Zuma is the one who came in and built that province. So now I don't know whether this thing it's in his blood. He believed that now he owns the Zulus, and he can control them. He can tell them what to do and what not to do. But I don't believe in his principles. I don't believe in Zuma. Zuma is an old man who's retired. He just needs to stay home and enjoy his retirement age, and that's all. There's nothing more that we can get from Zuma.
But one thing I think it pushes Zuma to a point there. There was this article. I will educate Julius Malema. Bagana umofa like the presidency. Agroban like president like Ilo Adulas Tulung, like only a certain benefits you declare and what. So there was this thing mo elore Cyril Ramaphosa a bolela hore there is no benefit that Zuma will get the presidency and whatsoever. You know. So I think that's what imudirile gore, you know what, I should just focus on making another political party with that, which I think the political party ya MK, yeah, is just a profile. The what do you call Duduzane is the one eba mukruma wa ka magare ga MK, because there's a thing that I'm seeing where Duduzane wants to be the president of South Africa. Which party? You see now. So I think even Delaware, Zuma wants to destroy ANC because of all the hard works ANC, all the fights, the whatsoever and whatsoever. Now the ANC yo yabo Katrada, yabo Steve Biko is no longer the ANC yo but wa. So even Delaware udira, I won't say gore ke the emotions, but even duela se hope isa gore I want to give it one. Unya go tlosha like Cyril Ramaphosa as a president first of all, so that a kgone ba le ANC ye le gore ANC ya khala ha isale ya no, so the ANC will be the likes of Cope, it tla be di wile from grace na go di jongol. So MK, I think MK is going to be the next ANC light. Because Chaka Zuma now, the influence, the ministers, the resign now and whatsoever. If we check out that there is a dinner, table, lunch, supper with Zuma. Aha.
So, Brandiko, why not do you believe in a socialist state or capitalist state? Which one do you choose? Which one do you choose?
There's no way that I will go for capitalist. Obviously, socially, yes, I will agree to that. But capitalist, it's something else. Because of in the first place, we don't know the mentality behind those capitalists, and there's no way that the capitalists will accommodate a normal black person. Otherwise, the only way that they can try to convince me is to use me.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
True.
But you know, our own black brothers, we've got this challenge, all of us. If money is put in front of us, a person look for his own personal benefits. That's the challenge that we have. And that is because of the struggle that we've been in. To say, here is the money that I was looking for. Why should I continue struggling, suffering, and fighting for workers who are not doing anything for me? Let me take this money and leave these people.
So, what about the rented political analyst? Nobody knows the investors. He just invest the whole socialist state, communist states. What's it in rented political analyst?
Well, I'm not sure of those that's its statement. But anyway, what I can say is that there's a lot of investors in this country. There are people who are investing in various political parties in this country. There are people who are funding different political parties in South Africa. I will give an example of this new political parties, Rising Stars.
Yeah.
When you ask yourself, where do these people get the Because this is a new political party. Where do they get money from? Who's funding this?
Jessica Oppenheim.
There is no political party that will match the post or placards of rice incense.
Yeah.
You go all over the country,
Yeah.
all over the place, you'll find that those placards. And those placards, they have not started this year. They have started last year. The NC, the EFF, they think that maybe along the way those placards will fall and they'll start to put their own placards. Those people, they came back and put new placards again. Now you ask yourself, where do those people get the money from? Obviously, there are people outside this country who are funding this political party to cause political differences in this country. So there are a lot of infiltration from outsiders, Europeans. Remember, this country was colonized, and there are those who still have the heart and the interest in this country, and the interest is the resources in this country.
So intelligence okay, one more. Only fund foreign investor for foreign country. Intelligence are not intelligence are in an eye. Who's our see?
The intelligence might be aware, but there's nothing that you can do. If you're getting funding from outside the country for your personal projects, there's nothing that the government can do. If there are investors outside who are funding certain political parties in South Africa, what is the offense?
I need some questions more. Why foreign again foreign or fund again foreign company?
Yeah, that's
In a foreign country.
that's their own affairs. That's between two parties. There's nothing wrong that those people are doing. If I'm receiving an aid from USA, they're giving me food, and I take that food, I use it for my own benefits. It's between me and that organization from USA. We don't know what is the agreement between these two parties. So where do we come to? But if there's anything illegal that is done between parties, that is when the government will come in to say we will not allow this. But now, if I'm assisting you financially to grow or do whatever that you want to do in your country, there's nothing that is preventing you not.
So, in closing, Braniko, for our like let me just do this example. Niggas I believe in union, niggas I believe in politics, and niggas I believe actually ka go vote. So for motho ya sona go le nna a sa believe go di politics, a sa believe go union. Ke eng ntho o ka mo change go monagano ka yona gore you just have to be part of the union for you to be on a safe side.
To be a unionist or to participate in politics, it doesn't mean you have to be passionate about it. But politics are part of our lives, whether we like it or not. Labor-related matters will affect you one way or the other in every company. So it's better when people are united and working together to fight for their rights, to fight for better benefits, to fight for better salary. So, but now if people are not united, and if people are not participating in those labor movements, and where will we get the assistance from? We need people to participate in that, because of with the people it is possible. But now if we are not united, and they will not achieve it, and that's where the capitalists will come in and divide you. So it is very much important that you become part of the organized structure, and even if your participation is not that vibrant, but being a member on its own, it says, I'm part of you.
we are not going to be of the same character, where others will have interest in other things. But participating in union activities and being a member of a trade union in South Africa nowadays, I guess and I believe that it's a must.
It's a must. Guys, Hangout podcast. This one is our 13th episode. I get. Yeah. So, ratswalla no. For motho eo a kry-ile go podcast e le ware procedure ya gore a be a Numsa member ke efe? Like in the simplest form.
If in your establishment there's no trade union, any trade union,
And you want to be a Numsa member,
Numsa member.
firstly, if you know someone who's a Numsa member, you request a membership form, and you take a membership form and give it to members who are interested, who wants to participate and be part of Numsa, and you take that membership to local office, and that is Tshwane. I belong to Tshwane local. And if you don't find anyone who's a Numsa member, download the Numsa forms on the system and give issued to your members, and thereafter the local organizer will contact your employer and notifying them that they've got membership in their company, and then they will take it from there. As simple as that. Once you fill up the Numsa membership, automatically once you start to fill up that membership, you are protected. So it's very much important that people join the union. We know that there are these threats in companies. People are threatened that if they join the union, they will dismiss them. The reason that employer doesn't want people to organize themselves or join the union is because he knows very well that people, when they are united, they will fight for their rights.
So the WhatsApp number is working also. Because I search the WhatsApp number also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the WhatsApp number you can get all the information that I've told you about.
Okay.
But you can try. I've not tried. There are a lot of social media where you can get assistance.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for everything, for the support also. Guys, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. And we keep on going strong each and every day. Thank you, guys, and God bless. We out.